between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First play, first pass for Brady.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From midfield, here's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. The Bucs had 1-6 now. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Fournette, a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. Steps away. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 38, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point up and good by Succa. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now here's Succa about to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On first down, Drake.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action now. Jackson.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again is Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 18. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This is caught by Robinson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Dumps it off to Fournette. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Here's Brady. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. I mean, 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Have excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd.
And my goodness, another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Shaquille Barrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Play action. It's Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Hey, come on.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Again, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his first rushing touchdown of the year. Suck up for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Back to throw here.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On play action, it's Brady.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw, Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady to throw. And brought in by Brady. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Brady.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now Brady got to have this one. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
They will run it. It's Fournette. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, moving a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Jackson.
That is caught. Bateman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Bucs,
It's a rare win, just their second in these first 8 games.
And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.